All right, Stormy. God has told me to tell you that you need to start making making the fall weather match up. Yeah, I get that. Yes, Rainbow Bright, I'm working on that. It's God that's doing it. I'm just doing it in his behalf, you know? Well, that's good to know. You got the leaf shifting, right? Yeah, I'm shifting the leave. I'm doing it in God's behalf, so it's him that gets the true thanks for it. Well, all right, that's good to know. So, here's the thing. Last year, a lot of folks were not so happy with the weather that they got. Oh, were they bitching about the storms again? Yeah, half of the world was upset because they didn't get enough snowfall one year, last year. Windstorms they weren't so happy about. The other half of the world was like still pissed off over the twisters that seem to happen every year. No need what time of year it is or what weather it is. And the gales too. Hold it. You mean there's folks? Hold it. I get it. Folks are always pissed off. They're never happy with anything. You give them snow, you give them like I don't know, like 2020, 2021. Well, you give them a lot of snow, they bitch, oh, I hate the blizzards. Then there's a year you don't give them enough snow and it lays, but you don't get a bad snowstorm out of it. They're unhappy with it. It's like you can't win. And then when it comes to the twisters, okay, that has nothing to do with me. All right, that's all Lucifer's bullshit with the twisters and the gales, which are nothing more than twisters, but they're water instead of wind. Well, twisters are windstorms, are they not? Yeah, they're windstorms, bad windstorms. Yeah, look. Okay, they call for that. I don't know. God says we gotta make a twister, so I make a twister. Lucifer learns about it, and then he makes the twister do something evil it shouldn't have done. Same thing with the gale. God says, all right, we gotta make a gale. I make the gale, and Lucifer learns about it, and Lucifer makes the gale do something evil. All right, so are folks gonna be angry at me if they don't get enough snowfall this year? If some folks don't get enough wind this year or something, or are they gonna bitch if they don't get any of it? Well, God says God told me he doesn't know what he knows what he's doing. He's got everything booked, how he's going to handle the weather all over the world, and yeah, you're just gonna have to carry it out. Yeah, well, I stomp on the clouds. There goes the rain. Then Storm Dancer starts hopping around. There's your wind right there. All right. As far as snow goes, I gotta hop on the dumb clouds too for that. But oh, don't forget, it's truly God doing all that weather, and I'm just doing it in His behalf. So it's Him that gets the thanks. So they should not be taking it out on me. Hell, to tell you the truth, Stormy, they don't even know it's you, to be earnest. If we work for God, then we never get named, you know. But I just giving you a head up that, he might want you to do some things like that. And also, you are getting fall, right? Yeah, God is shifting the earth far away from the sun, so the eastern half of the earth is getting fall and winter. The western side's getting their spring and their summer's coming. And then one side of the earth is still cold all year round, and one side is hot all year round mostly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, then keep doing what you're doing then. Hey, do you got it? Are you the one that shifts the cast? Like all the trees got their green leaves, but then you shift them into other casts and everything. Yeah, I do that too. I mean, yeah, I do that too because that's still putting cast in the thing, Stormy. So yeah. All right. I just wish God would have come to me himself, or I could have gone to him and he could have told me, instead of you coming to me and telling me what he wants me to do. Yeah, but that's how it's always been. It's always been this back and forth thing, you know? I got to go to heaven. I got to talk with God. God says, well, Rainbow, how is the cast light and brightness arm doing? And I say, I'm doing great. And he goes, that's wonderful. Keep in mind, I'm doing it and you're doing it on my behalf. I go, you're doing great work then, God. And he talks to every one of the team heads to head up every sundry arms of the kingdom of heaven. So, yeah. But since he's already all knowing, he most likely already knows the answer to what you're going to say. So it's like, whatever. Yeah, I get that. But look, Rainbow, look, you seem to get all this onlook for being the cast bearer, the light bearer, the brightness bearer. I mean, and I don't seem to get any onlook for being a weather worker. Stormy, a lot of folks might not know you, but a lot of folks do onlook weather. Folks know if they don't get rain and sunshine, then they don't get those trees to grow. And if you don't get trees to grow, then you can't get fruit and other greens to grow. And folks know that in winter, all that snow that lands, that rain, that's water. And all that ice and snow, which a lot of folks bitch about, it can melt and become water, so that's good for the earth, right? So, yeah, and as far as wind goes, I guess there's some good that comes out of wind. I just don't know what good comes out of wind, I guess. Oh, cools folks down when they're hot, or whatever. Cools down the earth. So, yeah, okay, so there's some good when it comes from a wind. But twisters, I don't know if there's any good that comes out of them. Or gales. I don't know. I don't know if there is any good. I just know I got to get on my cloud, on Storm Dancer, my horse, and I got to start getting ready to start doing rainstorms and snowstorms all over the world. Well, at least the world where that snowstorms and rainstorms happen. And then just hope that if we have to call for a twister or a gale, Lucifer doesn't fuck it up. Well, I have a lot of trust in you, and so does God. All right, I guess I'll be off. Thank you for giving me the update about what God wants me to do with the weather this year. Well, you're welcome, Stormy.